Hello everyone. Today I'm showing you how to increase or decrease the ease on your sleeve. Depending on what fabric you're using for your sleeve, you might want to add a bit of extra ease, which normally does give you a better fit. And it's really beautiful if you're working in a wool, but you can steam and ease in with extra ease for a really nice rounded shoulder shape. On the other hand, if you're working in something like a leather or a plastic or I don't know what, but something which has zero ease, so the fabric is either non-woven like leather or plastic, or is something like maybe coated so it doesn't give it all, then you might want to take out any ease you have in your pattern. So in that case, you need to decrease the ease. If you're doing this, I would always advise to add an extra little bit of ease into the width of your sleeve and your armhole, because the ease in your sleeve head does help with movements. And if you're decreasing or taking away all the ease, you're basically making your sleeve head very flat, so it can be trickier to move your arms. So if you do that, it makes sense to make your armhole and your sleeve a little bit wider. So if you think a great example, for example, is a shirt sleeve that has zero or very little ease, so it's always wider cut the armhole and the sleeve than, for example, a really beautiful fitted tailored wool jacket. Now you know a little bit more about why you want to decrease or increase your ease. Let's see how you can do it. How to increase your sleeve head ease. As usual, trace around your block. So you can see on my pattern, which is a basic block, I have got not a lot of ease. I have got 2 centimeters of ease on a full scale. So that's great for any cotton fabric, but for wool you might want to increase it, and it's super easy. What we want to do, your ease is always above your notches, and if you want to, you can actually put in 2 more notches so you know where you want it to ease in. So we want to add, to create more ease, we want to add more volume to the top half. But all we're going to do is create a cutting line at the bottom of your sleeve head and another cutting line on the straight of grain. And that will enable us to open up the sleeve a bit like a gathered sleeve head, but we're just going to add a little bit of ease instead. So you can see once you cut it open, and if you want to, you can always sort of leave it attached just here so you can easily manipulate it. But once you've cut it open, all you're going to do is very gently open up our sleeve head. So normally when you add gathers, you want to add quite a lot. On here we want to be really gentle, so all I would probably add is, in my case, another 2 centimeters, in which case I'm turning my sort of basic sleeve block with 2 centimeters, which is just under an inch, into 4 to 5 centimeters, so just under 2 inches, and that'd be a really nice amount of ease for really soft wool. So if you're thinking about doing a tailored jacket or a Chanel jacket indeed, then that sort of amount of ease is perfect. But what's nice about this method, you can of course just add even a tiny bit. So if, for example, your shoulders have changed a bit, then, and your sleeves are a bit uncomfortable or stretching a bit, then you can use the same trick, just add a little bit more fitting ease and make your sleeve more comfortable. So this is how to increase your ease. And I would always then write on how much you've actually added to. If by contrast you want to decrease your ease, so if you're working in a fabric with no give or non-woven fabric, then you can actually do the opposite. So you can close up your sleeve head until your ease points overlap. But can you see, as I said in my introduction, I would treat this with caution, because can you see, by doing that, you're actually losing a lot of space at the top of the shoulder, which is really important because that's where your arm is really round. So losing that much actually makes it really tight fitting. And you're also making your sleeve head just very flat. So if I was to do that, if I wanted to do a leather jacket, I would actually then probably make my armhole a little bit wider, and my sleeve also a little bit wider. And there's different ways. You can either just increase the width of the housing, you can use some of your dart, or you can lower your armhole a bit. So there's different ways depending on how you want your sleeve and your armhole to fit. But this is still a good starting point for getting rid of the ease, and then you will just need to add a little bit more space into the width of your sleeve. So these are my two little tricks on increasing and decreasing ease on your sleeve head.